You know, the world is full of crazy bastards out there. Just this week in the news, there's a story of some guy. I think it's Florida. Florida sounds about right. Where you find the craziest of people. It's Florida. You'd have to be crazy to live down there. Anyway, the story is like this. There's a guy, an older gentleman, who's just lounging around the state of Florida and sees an alligator. Now, if I saw an alligator, or if you saw an alligator, you'd probably shit your pants because it's an alligator. An alligator is a nasty, evil, bloodthirsty beasts. They really are not very nice. Anyway, this old guy sees an alligator and says, you know, that's a very attractive alligator. There's something about that alligator that has this come hither look. Anyway, this guy decides that now is an opportunity that should not be passed up. And that opportunity involves blindfolding the alligator and then defiling the alligator with his demon seed. The dude had sex with an alligator. Now, I don't know how much you know about the reptilian world, but you gotta work to find out whether an alligator is male or whether it is female. You need to know a thing or two about that. And I'm not sure whether this alligator, their gender was really part of the equation. I would think it was a female alligator because God knows, this is an older guy. Probably didn't want the judgment of being, found to be attracted to male alligators. Now, not that there's anything wrong with that, and I believe Florida, like many other states, can now have same-sex marriage, but this isn't even about marriage. This is just about pure sex with an alligator. Now, I have seen all kinds of animals in zoos. I've been to the Museum of Natural History in Washington and in other great cities like Chicago. I have never seen an animal, a reptile, mammal, where I have said, that thing makes me horny. I've never said that. I've never actually said it. I've never actually thought it. I've never quite fathomed having a sexual attraction to something that could kill you. So, this guy gets arrested for having sex with the alligator. And it immediately becomes a viral internet sensation. And of course, the stories all have the guy's mugshot. Think about that for a minute. Your mugshot is on the internet, and it is associated with a story of you having sex with an alligator. Everyone from now on who sees you walking down the street knows that you're the guy who had sex with the alligator. And everybody is whispering, I think that's the dude that had sex with the alligator. It's probably best that if you have those kinds of sick and twisted sexual compulsions, to probably find other venues and outlets. That's just my own point of view. I would strongly urge you to not fulfill those fantasies. Maybe, turn on Boomerang, and hopefully they'll you'll have some Wally Gator cartoons you could watch, and then you could go to town on yourself or whatever. But to actually get to the point where you find the alligator, where you fashion a blindfold where you go up to the alligator, put the blindfold on the alligator, and then say, now is my time. Now I shall attempt to impregnate this alligator. I was fascinated by the story and then saw another video on YouTube about alligator genitals. I couldn't find anything about female alligator genitals, but I saw some horrifying things about the male alligator. Do you realize that there is never a time when their penises are not fully erect? Yes, it's true, and it's in a cavity inside his body, and when he's ready to use it, it's like a jack-in-the-box, a really nasty jack-in-the-box, the kind of jack-in-the-box that would make you never want to jack the box again. So, as we move forward in society and try to imagine our lives moving forward, let's try not to manifest these types of urges into reality. Let's really, dude, you gotta think of your future. You may be 70 years old, but you're not dead yet, and people will be talking forever. Hey, that's the guy with the alligator fetish. He had sex with an alligator. So gross.